For as long as I can remember, Halo has been at the epicenter of my online gaming life. From playing Halo Combat Evolved on PC before I had an Xbox, to the glory days of Halo 3 where literally every single person on my friends list was playing Halo. And even Halo 5 during my college days where I could finally play until 7 AM on a random Tuesday night because no one could tell me not to. Other games have always come and gone, stealing my attention away periodically. But once I beat that final boss or got my fill of multiplayer, I've always found myself coming back to Halo. It's almost part of my gaming identity. Sure, I'm a gamer, but first and foremost, I'm a Halo player. Halo means a lot to me. I've invested so much time into the series, whether it's playtime, watching lore or tip videos, or making YouTube videos for a widely unsuccessful channel. No other series has ever given me the same feeling that Halo does. The reason I want to talk about this is because I almost feel like I've fallen into a trap. While I have taken breaks from Halo Infinite, I've still played thousands and thousands of games despite not really enjoying it after the first few months. Day after day, I find myself booting up Halo Infinite, having a bad time and then getting off, regretting my decision to play. But the next day I'm right back at it, giving Halo Infinite just one more chance. And I just had to ask myself, why? Why do I continue to play when I generally don't have fun most of the time? Well, it's because of the reasons I've already mentioned. I'm a Halo player. A blind allegiance to a franchise solely because I used to enjoy the games made by a team that abandoned Halo over 10 years ago. And yet here I am, playing a game because I want to like it so much more than I actually do. I'm not going to pretend that 343's Halo games have no value or fun factor whatsoever. I've had tons of fun on MCC, Halo 5, and even Halo Infinite. The problem isn't that the games are bad, it's that they're only half a game when they get released. Every single time 343 releases a Halo game, it feels like we have our 5 seconds of fame with the gaming industry actually paying attention to us. Only for players to get over the honeymoon phase of a new release and realizing there's not much on offer. Then they all leave while us Halo fans stick it out, and then a year or two later we can finally be like, hey guys, the game's good now, you should try it again. Only for them to have moved on to the next big thing and not interested in giving Halo another chance. It's been exhausting seeing the endless potential of every new AAA Halo game squandered by a broken or rushed release. After every failure being like, well, at least it seems like 343 learned from their mistakes, only for the same mistake to be repeated over and over and over. And then you hear people say things like, well, Halo just isn't popular anymore after seeing the games bleed players shortly after launch. Like, bro, how were any of these games ever supposed to succeed? In my opinion, they've all been doomed from the start. Halo MCC was arguably the most broken launch in video game history. And by arguably, I mean I'd love to hear someone name a more broken game launch. It should be illegal to have sold a product that bad. And it was broken for years, only fixed because Microsoft had the genius idea of selling the game a second time on PC. Then we had Halo 5, which completely changed what Halo is. Whether you liked or disliked the gameplay, the problem was the rushed half-baked release. No Forge to create the awesome custom games people knew and loved. Heavy aim changing how your sensitivity felt based on the server. You couldn't even play social matchmaking, does anyone remember that? Halo 5 literally launched with only ranked playlists. Hey, we added Infection 6 months late, make sure you get your 10 placement matches and grind out your rank. Like, what about all the people that want to casually play matchmaking? Instead of learning from this mistake, 343 completely 180'd and dropped Halo Infinite with only one ranked playlist. Long gone were the days of ranked MLG, ranked Team Slayer, ranked Lone Wolves, ranked Doubles. No, you get one option for ranked. All while launching the game without Forge again, no campaign co-op, custom games were broken where it would seemingly randomize the teams when the game launched after you picked teams in the lobby. They removed Red vs. Blue to sell you microtransactions, massive desync and packet loss ruining the feel of the game, cheaters ran absolutely rampant without 343 even batting an eye. And you couldn't report cheaters in-game, 343 would point you to a third-party website to submit a claim. Like, yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. They never even dealt with the cheater problem. The game just became so dead that cheaters weren't making money selling cheats anymore and moved on to more popular games. As I said earlier, I have had fun with 343's games, and honestly, right now is probably the best time to be getting into Halo Infinite. Sometimes I get a party of 4, play hours of ranked arena and have a great time. but those experiences are so few and far between. Most of the time I'm solo searching or playing with my brother, and it's like I'm not even playing a game, I'm just in a simulation. It's like the skill-based matchmaking decided that I'm hovering around the rank that it thinks I should be at, so if we win 2 games in a row, it'll make sure we lose the next one. It'll just give you 2 teammates that go a combined 8 and 25 and expect you to carry them. Every once in a while, you get one of those games that got you addicted to Halo in the first place. Down 2-0 and capture the flag, then you get 2 flags in the last minute and a half and win in overtime. But in Halo Infinite, it always seems like those games are immediately followed up with a game where your teammate isn't there at the start, then he picks up his controller when you're already down 2 flags. Or maybe he never comes back and gets kicked for inactivity. Or maybe your other teammate quits because he sees he's not there. Or maybe his game crashed. Then you get back to the lobby to see you lost all the CSR and more that you gained from your incredible CTF comeback. I know having a full party would negate this, but as someone pushing 30, I don't have many friends that still play Halo. And I only have 2 that still play ranked matchmaking. You can't really make friends in matchmaking because no one uses a mic or calls out. Just playing a team-based game in dead silence until you're about to lose and then someone plugs their mic in to tell everyone to go uninstall or go die. It just always seems to leave you with that feeling of just like, why do I waste my time playing this? I truly believe the reason Halo became so popular is because Bungie made a game for every type of gamer. Halo was the whole package. The sum was greater than its parts. They created a vast sci-fi world with deep lore for single-player fans to get lost in. They created an incredible multiplayer sandbox with endless variety. There were tons of ranked playlists for players who took gaming seriously. They had casual matchmaking where you could just relax and shoot the shit with your friends. They had Forge for the creatives who wanted to build things and make fun maps and modes for the community. Custom games where you can play the wacky things players came up with. They had theater mode so you could easily share your awesome clips or funny moments. They had Bungie favorites to showcase the best of the community had to offer. No matter what type of gamer you were, there was always something Halo had to offer. And the new Halo games are missing that. 343 Industries does not understand what makes a good Halo game. It's like they have the answer in front of them but just fundamentally miss the point. But to be fair, I don't expect them to get it. They were literally founded by Microsoft to milk Halo for every penny possible. If that weren't the case, Halo would have ended when Bungie left to make Destiny. I'm sure 343 devs are passionate about Halo and decided to work at 343 because of that. But Halo wasn't their creation, they were given it. And I don't think you can recreate the passion Bungie had for a world they built from the ground up with a dev that was created to keep making Microsoft money. It just seems like they're destined to put out shit product after shit product until one day a Microsoft rep comes out and says, Halo doesn't sell anymore, so we're putting the franchise on ice for now. I loved Halo. I loved jumping into a ranked game with 3 randoms and feeling like we shared a common goal. I loved how everyone would be calling out in game chat like their life depended on it, and if someone didn't have a mic, everyone would bully him into plugging it in. I loved when literally my entire friends list would be playing Halo. I loved feeling like the people working on Halo were literally the best dev studio in the world. I loved when Halo aimed to underpromise and overdeliver, instead of being an endless void of broken promises. I loved when Halo was the franchise leading innovation in the games industry, not chasing trends. I loved when a new Halo meant a night of laughs and fun, not a frustrating night of dealing with a broken, buggy game. But the Halo I loved is not the Halo we play today, and I hate what Halo's become. I'm not really sure what the point of this video was. I mean, obviously I just wanted to complain about the downfall of my favorite franchise, but I think it was more than that. I'm sure people will see this and tell me to shut up because Halo Infinite's good now. We're on the other end of the spectrum saying that Halo sucks and it was never good. Whatever, I just feel like I've been stuck in a constant cycle of trying to force myself to like Halo because it's something that I've enjoyed for so long. Maybe someone sees this and feels the same way. Playing Halo every single day, having a miserable time, and then doing it all again the next day because, you know, it's fun sometimes. Just remember at the end of the day, you don't owe Halo anything. And if you play Halo every day and enjoy it, good for you. I'm jealous. I wish that could be me. But anyways, I've rambled on long enough, so thanks for watching. Later.